What will the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. Yeah. He does not have that contact. The Senate got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Liberia to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, they did a resolution that passed. Because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he want to persecute us. You guys going to persecute us? So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I asked many senators why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Correct move.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
the money all over here. Liberty all over la. When I liberty la yeah. When I in the country, what liberty here? The what money not liberty in the past. You can see liberty in the past. There is any lie. The protest talking. The man say all the government officials also liar. The man say hey happening. All the government officials also liar. Why you say you go for I'm a US something?
Listen to the broadcast. I'm Peter Davikas, cover another trailer in Lower Johnsonville. Thank you for the fascinating discussion. I think the same angle is central bank is telling us that there's liberty on the market, and it should be telling us what economic policy are they using. No, they are answering their proof to us that, and there's no monetary analyst at the central bank. They are totally grossly incompetent. At the future shortage of and the liberty, that's the reality. You cannot shy away from that central bank. And today, when you walk in a village
and so, folks, we are soliciting views from people who are involved into money exchange. So we'll talk to this man. He will tell us his name. Sir, welcome. Tell us your name. My name is Robert. Robert, tell us what business you're making. I'm doing money changing business. And so, how is it today? It is very hard. Very hard and difficult. Not even from today alone, but from the beginning of last week up to present, even for me to end a legal is very hard. So what makes it hard? For example, some of our customers will go to sometimes they rule the liberty for the people for 200 rates, and then when we go there, sometimes they say they ain't got liberty. And even sometimes they want to give the liberty, they will create the liberty rate, and to lowest rate. Sometimes they will want to give the liberty for sometimes for sometimes 50 rate. And the thing is, if the people changing or that they do the changing in it. So why is selling?
I'm selling custom clothes.
So how much for this?
That's 200, 150.
So how is the business today?
The business not very fun.
What make it that fun? What happening?
No buying, it's buying.
Why is it?
I don't know. They said we are going to in abroad right now. We don't know. I'm not selling.
Okay, so what their friends are talking about US rate, is it like the US rate is the problem for your business not going today?
Yeah, we're up. It's down right now.
Okay.
Just want to say that we're all want to say it. So now I don't know what really happened in the country. Go back. I get higher rate because I can go back.
The rate not going to go away. So people trying to get we know what is happening. Don't buy my thing
Let me say also up to all of you, wherever you are. It's great joining us right here tonight. It is very tired, and we are grateful to the Almighty God. We are right here beaming with life and that of good health, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So let me say hands up to all of you. Great to have you here. Great to have me here, and great to have each and every one of us in our own respective locales doing what we can for the sake of our country. This is what we are very grateful to the Almighty God for, and we will be continually grateful to the Almighty God. So folks, wherever you are, it's great joining us. We will continue to do what we can for our country with no fear nor favor. Lots and lots of disappointments are out there. There are others who count themselves to be elite. They are nowhere around. They were our friends. They're no longer our friends because we've changed for the better for country. They have remained in their own order. We are not going to be people who will always be in a comfort that they have always had in keeping this country behind. We care less about their friendship. We care more about the Liberian people's interest than their friendship. What that truly matters. That's what God sent us for. Not for them, but for the sake of the Liberian people. So you can be the bourgeois. Your friendship does not matter to me. If you are a bourgeois and then you are working in the interest of the Liberian people, then there and then our friendship align. Because that's what I'm here for, and that's why you are bourgeois for. So that is what we are here together for. I'm not interested in making friends with people at the top, unless those people at the top are in the interest of the people at the bottom. That's life. There is the AB for you. I got no bourgeois friends. The ordinary people are there. They are my friends. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And in most instances, tearing you apart goes along with pain. And that's when we as humans, out of human decency, we just tell you sorry. That sorry carries no indication that indeed we regret our actions. Never ever. So I'm very grateful that we are here together again tonight for the sake of our country. We know we may all have listened in good faith from yesterday, but we will not all be well coming back on the show tonight. But with God above all, we will certainly over all prevail. And we are grateful for that. So thanks to all of you for your support you have been giving. And your prayers continue to work. I want to say we are grateful to the Almighty God for our true and sincere leaders, people who passionately have this country at heart. We are very grateful to them. And I'm grateful to God Almighty for them. And we think with God, we are certainly getting there. Just bear patience. I know times are tough, but you still got to bear the patience, which is very much important. Your life matters. Don't stress yourself too much. What you can handle, don't stress yourself too much. Try your best. I know it may be shocking, but you can overcome it. And I'm very sure you can, because you've done it before. And I trust that you will be able to do it again. For us to get to the land that we ought to reach to, or we plan to reach to, or the land we envisaged reaching to, it calls for us to let other things go. We got to be strong. It's not going to be easy, but we have to certainly be strong. We have to certainly be strong. And I trust that you people are strong. I trust that you people are strong. You people are able to bear everything you can to make sure that it works. So we are grateful to the Almighty God. So December 17, and the people movement from STEM perspective, they are planning another massive protest in December. They call that one, how did they call it? And they have already announced the date for it. So they have already announced the date for it. They announced the date for it. So it's very glaring, and they're having series of meetings. They talk about lead or leave. So lead or leave. LEAD is the lead, or leave, and that leave is LEAV. So LEAV. So that's the leave. They say you must lead or leave. So that is what it is on December 17th. That's what the guys have planned for their next course of action. December 17th. December 17th. So we are in September. Now we have October, November, 2 more months. And 2 more months, then we get to it. And that is very much important that you be able to get it. So let me just try to tell you what all we'll be talking about. I think I told you people about this issue, about the rape issue, right? I will spend sufficient time on it because I have gotten good insight, and I will narrate the story to you as to how it happened and what's going on now. You will get to know it. Which is very much important. That's my focus, because it's human interest development, and what I'm seeing coming up is too disgusting. And so I will try to tell you what it is, which is very much important for you, for you to know how the government is treating this particular rape case, how the government as a whole is treating this particular rape case. I will tell you that, and which is very, very important. I don't just jump beyond things just lightly, especially when people are trying to take advantage of other people. This is where I come in. This is where we all join to fight back. We did it for others, and we think we can still do it again. We are never changing. It doesn't matter what it is. When there are substantial issues here and there, we will be able to do it. Yeah. So let me say what's up to all of you, wherever you are. The Central Bank of Liberia, and with this, though they said enough They have enough money on the market. They have enough money on the market, and they've given money to the banks. There is a circular they just released, which is not circular, just a core alert, which is very important. They just released. You will try to understand from them that they acknowledged that, they acknowledged that apparently some banks are holding back the Liberian dollars and they are not giving it. So as a result of that, they have put up a call alert or public notice, as we'll call it, and they are asking you to report this. For some of us, this country is for all of us. We don't need to be paid to stand for our country. So they are saying here in this public notice, as the Central Bank of Liberia, they said the Central Bank of Liberia public notice, they say call and report any commercial bank that refuses to pay your deposit on demand. That means if you ask for 30,000 LD, the bank should give you that 30,000 because they get enough money to give you your money. So any bank that refuses to give your money on demand, they say you must call these numbers. So you please call these numbers because we know the rate is 200 and some more. So we know that the rate there. We know that the rate is not normal. What happening to people? They're just stealing from people. What are happening to people is not just normal. We knew it. We know exactly what it is. People are suffering a lot. So they say I'm gonna call 0887 367 539 or 0772 289 013. The public service we are doing here now. Just say we don't let your government here and there, but think that in the interest of the people, we put politics aside and we do it free. We don't get time. What are your call us to your program? One is in the interest of the people. We'll find a way to reach it to them. That's the level of patriotism. You don't care. All that thing they give you to every person here, right here and there. We know what matters to the people and we'll do it. We'll give those services to them. We don't care. Once it is of interest to the people and things affecting the people, we'll take the initiative to do our job. We got a piece of job to do. We'll not use this airwaves and then I deny them of hearing things that truly matter to them or that can be of benefit to them. So please take these numbers and then you'll call the CBL. If you went to the bank on tomorrow, or if you go to the bank on tomorrow, and then you decided to say you want, you put in your check, you say you want 100,000 LD from your account, and they not give you, just call the CBL, say, oh, I do so and so bango. I came from 100,000 LD. They tell me, say they not get it and no money. You know, the bank will say system down. So you call the numbers, 0887 367 539 or 0772 289 013. Those are the numbers. Please use these numbers. Please. We're begging you. We hold your foot. We hold your legs. Please do it to help the bank to understand what's happening out there. So that's a public service notice that was just shared, and with some of our friends, and so you just write the numbers down, and then you just keep it as Jen Maborak is saying, and Steve Slash said, I hope they will answer the phone. They will answer the phone. It's like you go to the bank straight, you won't get your money. They don't want to call in there. They will answer the phone. Don't worry. They will answer the phone. And today, God, this country is an interesting country. And I will give you another information again, which of course I'm about to share with you now as I speak. There's this thing about Ebola being in Liberia, and then the government is trying to hide it. They say it has killed one person. I'm giving you all these things, so that rainy season time, Ebola can come and sweep people by away. They say the government hiding it. But the government did release a circular, which I want to share with you, and the Ebola virus. The Ebola virus. So they share this circular. I know we're voting and so forth, but I will share with you guys. Is this? No, I want to share something with you guys. Let me share with you guys. Y'all get it. Me, I'll give you all the information, and when it relates to you people, we'll share it. But there's something they are saying about it that I just want you to get, please. All right? Yeah. So the Ebola virus, people, the Ebola virus, they said is somewhat apparently in Liberia. But there is a circular that came from the Ministry of Health. And it said it is emergency and urgent. It is emergency and urgent. There is a circular. So they say EV, I don't know what thing. They say whatever it is, but Ebola virus. So I'll leave that one there. I don't care what they do. One get Paul who heard, but I was saying, I'm telling you what that came up. So this is what it is. And it came from Luis Poto at September 10. They say that fever about Ebola thing. Don't worry. They say that fever, they call it suspected case of viral and hemorrhagic fever, VHF, following the death of a passenger on board a vessel that was not en route to Liberia. So all the kind of complications. Yeah, these people. So we are watching, but this is what they sent out. This was the circular they sent out. Though they said the person was not coming to Liberia, but it happened on a flight. So they said all county health officers and county health teams, Maryland, River G, Grand Jide, and Nimba counties, that they didn't want to send a circular to. They say from Luis and Poto. Did I share this with you people, or is it shared there with you people? No, you're not seeing it. Let me show it to you people. I'm sharing it with you people now, so you see it. We're not here for fun. We're here for seriousness. You're not here for fun. All right, so I think you are seeing it now. You are seeing the circular, right? Yeah, you should be able to see it now. I think you are seeing the circular. Students, I hope you're seeing it. I'm about to read it to the video people then so that they will be able to get it. So they said here, to all county health officers and county health teams, Maryland, River G, and Grand Jide and Nimba. From Luis and Poto, Minister. Subject, urgent guidance on suspected viral hemorrhagic fever case. September 10, it was on yesterday, the circular came out. Dear colleagues, the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the National Public Health Institute of Liberia, NPHIL, is investigating a suspected case of viral hemorrhagic fever, VHF, following the death of a passenger on board a vessel that was not en route to Liberia. So the vessel was not en route to Liberia, but the passenger died on that vessel. They say the patient presented with symptoms consistent with VHF before passing away during the voyage. Immediate guidance to county health teams. They say you must quarantine all of the contacts. All individuals who came in contact with the deceased body should be placed on a mandatory quarantine. They will remain in quarantine until laboratory test results are received. But the place I'm confused, they say the person died on board a vessel that was not en route to Liberia. I don't get it. Then you say they must start, so they didn't come in Liberia, then how can we must start tracing contacts in Liberia? The vessel was not en route to Liberia. So the comprehension problem now. So small problem there. So yeah, wait, let me think about it good. So the vessel was not en route to Liberia. The person died on the vessel. Now they are asking the county health teams in these counties mentioned above or supra that they should be able to trace contacts of all those people who must have dealt with that dead body. So the vessel was not en route to Liberia, but it did come. They say it was not en route, but it did come to Liberia. So something like that. The vessel landed in Liberia, right? right? The vessel landed in Liberia. I don't know what kind of vessel, whether that ship or that canoe or that boat or whatever it is, I don't know. But the vessel must have landed in Liberia with the people. So anybody who had contact with that, because they said it was not en route to Liberia. But when they say it was not en route to Liberia, then I now get a problem. But anyway, me, I don't take health issue for granted and let the politicize it. I just want for them to be blunt as to what really it is. This is where I'm confused. Maybe my little confusion, that's what I'm trying to. So they said they must quarantine all of the contacts. All individuals who came into contact with the deceased body should be placed on a mandatory quarantine. They will remain in quarantine until laboratory test results are received. The county health teams are to monitor and support this process as guided by the National Rapid Response Team. Enhance surveillance, intensify community-based surveillance for any unusual and febrile illness, unexplained bleeding, or sudden deaths, and ensure daily reporting to NFIL and the Ministry of Health on any alerts, preparedness of health facilities, recirculate infection prevention and control RPC protocols to all health facilities, ensure the isolation rooms areas and are ready to receive any suspected cases, reinforce use of PPEs among health workers, particularly at ports of entry and county hospitals. 4, community engagement. Work with community leaders, health promotion officers, and C and HWS to share accurate information, discourage rumors, and promote early reporting of illness. Emphasize regular hand washing, avoid unnecessary contact with sick individuals, and ensure prompt referral of suspected cases. 5, coordination and support. Each county health officer should activate their county incident management system and ensure coordination with county-level partners. Await further directives once laboratory results are confirmed. The ministry urges all CHTs, county health teams, to remain vigilant, proactive, and to report immediately any suspected cases to the central level. We count on your leadership and commitment to safeguard the health of our people. With regards. So this comes from the Minister of Health, and this is in relation to what they are talking. So we are just watching to see what it may look like, and so I think, and you just have to be careful out there. You got a virus they're talking about, how people came in contact with a dead body. I don't know where, whatever it is, but from just what we have read here, it tells you that you should be very, very careful as you go about your businesses. Fever and thing, don't overlook it. Some of us, we don't politicize health issues. We're not taking it for granted. The way kind of reactivation of everything relating to how we used to fight Ebola and whatever it is, PPEs, hand washing, all the one things, social distancing will soon start coming inside too. So let us please don't take it for granted. And it's good that these are it's just that the way they're doing it as well, but don't take it for granted. That's how that Ebola thing started in Liberia. Yeah, clear people here good. It can start with one person and other people who tell that one person, all of them just start spreading it. And please be sincere. If you were part of anybody or part of a body or part of that body, they're not even telling or where the body was and whatever it is, so that we ourselves will know people who coming from down there. But again, you don't want people to stigmatize people too again. Because when we know where the body was and so forth, we'll start saying, oh, that from the other area it is. So, okay, we can understand because we know what we all went through here. So the health team members will do their job and report anything and that they will see. But it's good, and thanks to the Ministry of Health for reporting, of course, reactivating all of these cells and for the sake of the country. Yeah, not everything you got to politicize. So let's leave the one. And so and so I think let's be all to watch out, right? So that's good. I just thought to share these things with you. 2 things I just share with you just for your public consumption. And this one is relating to health. I just share that with you. The next thing is this issue of the central bank saying that when you go to the place, you must be able to, when you ask for your money and the opponent won't give it, just use the numbers that I just announced and then call the CBL. Yeah, call the CBL. And so I think that will be very much okay. So let's get to the meat of what really we are here tonight for. You know, last night I did speak about this issue, but the way it is going now is somewhat confusing. And this is why we are having problem. First of all, I'm about to read to you the Ministry of Youth and Sports press statement in relation to what unfolded at the Ministry of Youth and Sport relating to a 14-year-old child. I'm about to read that statement to you, and this is why we are going to share the other with you. Very good. So we'll read a statement that was issued by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Very saddening, very disheartening. But this is Liberia. This is Liberia for you. So the Ministry of Youth and Sports came up with this release and they shared it all on social media, and I'm about to read it to you. But this is saddening. Very sad. Very, very sad. This country, we got a mighty, mighty long way to go. So the Ministry of Youth and Sports came up with this release. They said the Ministry of Youth and Sports on allegations of sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct involving J. Bryant McGill, Deputy Minister for Youth Development. They said the Ministry of Youth and Sports has been officially informed by the Liberia National Police of a serious allegation of sexual misconduct involving a manner against Honorable J. Bryant McGill, Deputy Minister for Youth Development, a claim that Minister McGill has denied. And you see what it, you see the lead to this whole release. A claim Minister McGill has denied. That's why I am now coming to explain to you that McGill cannot. I know what's going on. I know who are all involved in this. They are aiming for the sweeping aside, because I don't want to say compromise. They are aiming for the sweeping aside of this entire matter. Because I know who then all behind it. Mo Ali, the Waka Jaliba, all of them who used to rent from this young man, all the Unity Party people who are renting from this young man, they the ones subcontract him to the Ministry of Youth and Sports as compensation for not paying his rent. The same way Joseph Yuma Bwaka was not paying his loan. The moment he got ready, he got job straight, he sent his nephew who was presiding over the loan to go collect a loan. At the same way, all these guys in the Unity Party who are renting from this man, they are the same guys who are now protecting and say, will not be here for you to fall. You will continue to live on. I know that. Very terrible for our country. But let's continue reading their release. They said the matter reported to the police by the alleged victim's father, Mr. Christopher Davis, has understandably raised grave concerns. The ministry acknowledges that both the deputy minister and the alleged victim's father are employees of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness as they center on the fundamental principles of justice, integrity, and the safety of our citizens, particularly young people. The ministry will remain in close communication with the Liberia National Police as their investigation unfolds. They're taking their own time to investigate it. One. That rape we're talking about here, so the police taking its own time to investigate this one. Right? Yeah, you're listening. As investigation unfolds and reaffirm its full commitment to cooperating with law enforcement to ensure a thorough, impartial, and transparent process. To ensure the investigation proceeds without any perception of influence, the ministry has accepted, listen to this part, the ministry has accepted and is forwarding to the office of the president, Honorable J. Bryant McGill's request. He is requesting. That means they were not going to do anything to him. He's going free. He is now requesting a leave of absence, effective immediately until the matter is resolved. Meaning it is not the government that taking initial steps, actions, like they would do any other rape cases, where you are not voluntarily. They will come to you, my man, you don't got to go to work. In fact, rape issue is very grave. Very, very grave. And you know, I will end their press release and then we'll have to tell the story. I like how McGill has said that it is a lie. McGill says it is a lie, but I will tell you catalog of issues relating to this issue. It is not a lie. McGill raped. Bluntly, I will tell you squarely. I'm a lawyer, I know that one. He did it. I will tell you why. If I'm a prosecutor or whatever it is, I will tell you why I think he did it. I'm speaking as a prosecuting lawyer now. He did it. I'm a state lawyer now in this case. And from my perspective, as a state lawyer, I will tell you he did it. He did commit the harm against that child. And I will tell you how it happened. But you see, their release that they just issued, it tells you squarely that something is wrong somewhere. And what I want for you people to understand, because the country is country of laws and not of men. So I will share with you what ought to happen that's not happening, so that you will understand that this country, there's nothing like government that running here. Now, just friendship club, partyship club, Buddhist club, that's just what they run. They turn the whole country into club. That's what they are running here. And I will show you all that. Let's conclude their release. They say the ministry reaffirms its commitment to upholding the law, safeguarding the integrity of public service, and protecting you. They didn't do that. So why would you say, no, the ministry is supposed to have recommended to the president for the suspension of this man from duty. Then you say, you see, this is the deception in this whole release. And this is what I'm disappointed in Big Brother Ko Bangalu. You are a lawyer. You know about the issue of rape. Rape is not something that people take lightly. In fact, as far as we are concerned, that's the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And this is a minister for youth development. You know what that means? Somebody who is supposed to be a minister of youth development is being accused of destroying the future of not just youth, but manners. And you take it that kind of way, then you lie and can't talk about the ministry reaffirming its commitment to upholding the law, safeguarding the integrity of public service, and protect. You are not the one. The man decided to live by himself. How are you safeguarding public service? How are you upholding integrity? So let's take, for instance, one of my staff here is accused of sin, or whatever it is, that borders on the integrity of this institution. The staff walks up to me. I'm not telling the staff, say, stay off job. The staff walks up to me and tells me, oh, I want for you to please give me leave of absence. I say, oh yeah, I accept it because I want to uphold. No, you have not taken any action. That action did not come from you. You are even saying that person is taking a voluntary action. How do you safeguard against an act when you are not the one that's taking the action, but it is a person's own volition? And you are even saying you will forward it. You even say you have accepted a leave. That means a person stay there. You say you will forward the person leave of absence to the president. You listening to yourself, a Ko Bangalu? You are a lawyer, a counselor, for that matter. A counselor for that matter. What would be appropriate to be done is to take some immediate action that the public will see you have taken a decisive action that we have recommended to the. In fact, you somebody even talk with the president in the first time and tell the president, because the president is the only one who has the authority to suspend Ayome. So you call the president, talk to the president, Mr. President, in the wake of all of these things. Remember that Ministry of Youth and Sport we're talking about here, so, and that youth development. You know all these kind of times. So what we can do is, Mr. President, you can just announce that this man is suspended. That your normal usual trickery suspension you can be doing. You can say this man is suspended, and then the ministry will announce it. that the president has suspended him and so forth. Then you now say the integrity. Then that's when we say you are trying to say safeguard and our public service. You haven't done anything, Ko Bangalu. The ministry has not done anything. The government has not done anything. Everything we are seeing now, the police is at a snail pace. They're taking their own time on this matter. And the man is passing around. How I wish it had been some of us. Today, cameras were going to be on us. We're going to be handcuffed and placed behind bars because rape is non bailable. You see how this country is running? This is the problem that we are now faced with. So they are now saying we urge the public and the media to allow the Liberia National Police. You see, you people, you see how you're terrible? You see how the ministry and the government terrible? So when it comes to the kind of thing now, you're saying they must allow the people to do their job. So they are asking the media, because protecting the public officer against the protection of the rights of a child, the Ministry of Youth and Sports that's supposed to guard and protect the rights of children, the Ministry of Gender, the social protection that's supposed to be there to protect the rights of women and children, they are saying as a government that we should just allow the police to do their job. Could you imagine that? Who taught you that when the police initiates an arrest, which of course is called for, it means that they are not doing their job? Who told you that? Let me tell you something. You know, this country is an interesting country. This country is an interesting country. And these are things that you don't want us to say. For wisdom, are you saying, hey, I change? I changed where? I have changed to be sophisticated. Thank God for his knowledge that he has given me. I'm not like the way you used to know me. I have changed for the better. Right? These are allegations. These are allegations we are talking about here. Let me can tell you some of the rudiments relating to these kind of allegations. Let me can show you them. But after that, then I will narrate to you what really happened, because I talked to immediate family sources concerning what happened. And I will narrate that to you now. What happened, how it happened. So, when allegations, on the issue of the allegations, they say, if a deputy minister is accused of raping a 14-year-old child, this is seen just an administrative issue. No, it's not an administrative issue. Where someone can casually ask for leave of absence. The administrative issue there is relating to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Administrative issue where you can just walk in and go ask for leave of absence and say, oh, I'm asking for leave of absence, or they say something happened at the ministry relating to some of our administrative dealing. This has nothing to do with the Ministry of Youth and Sports duty. For the ministry to say, I'm going to ask for leave of absence for what? It's not administrative. When you can just walk in and ask for leave of absence. Rape is a serious criminal offense. And the normal procedure is for the suspect to be arrested, charged, and investigated under the law. The moment you are a suspect, the first thing they do is to arrest you, they charge you, and you go through court proceedings. That's the procedure. There's a serious offense. And these are some of the things we talk about. Double standard as a result of this release alone. When ordinary citizens or opposition figures are accused of rape, the police and the justice ministry usually act swiftly. That's a fact. When ordinary citizens or opposition officials or opposition figures, what are the big, whatever it is, like whatever, the justice ministry and the police will move in swiftly to arrest them. People are dragged to court and locked up immediately. That's what they do. That's the law. That is what they do here. They drag people to go, but when it comes to their close regime friends, the process often gets softer. Like you see the police dragging 8 feet, that we are taking our own time to investigate the issue, more public relation than actual accountability. So they choose to give public relation to this thing than actual accountability. Because what the ministry just did about public relation, they just doing public relation for Brian. Oh, the man decided to ask for the administrative issue? No. It's not an administrative issue. So why will you do that? Right? Then we'll talk about the role of JMB, the president. The role of the president. President Bouacar and his government promised zero tolerance for corruption and abuse. That's what they promised the Liberian people. That's what they said the CDC was not doing. CDC was there damaging people. The issue of rape protests, all those things, and drop every other thing. So when it comes to that one and the same thing that happening, let's agree CDC did not even take action in rape cases, assuming without admitting. But you have come to say, look, this is what we promised. Honor our word, this is what we will do differently. You promise that you will have zero tolerance on corruption, which of course stay all over the place. You talk about abuse. This one has come again. But if a certain minister accused of raping your child is allowed to negotiate leave of absence, because of negotiation, you are negotiating. For the fact that he walk up and say, I'm going to leave of absence, he's negotiating his absence. He's negotiating it with Joseph Boakai. Rather than facing arrest, a sense of dangerous message that there is one set of rules for powerful and there is another set of rules for everyone else. That's what it means. That whole thing the Ministry of Youth and Sport was it means negotiating his absence, his leave. He said we'll forward to the president. The Justice Minister and the RG. They both have constitutional and statutory duty to ensure the law applies equally. Their silence or inaction in this case, it makes it appear as though they only show face when dealing with government critics, but look the other way when the accused is one of their own. That's how the police, that's how they are behaving. I will post this right out that I did. I will post it. I will post this right out that I did. Let me explain to you how it happened so that I got the whole detail today. So it was on the 30th. It was on the 30th of August. This little girl father could not find her. So the aunt that she stays with, who's somebody who's doing other catering services or she's selling food, that the aunt she can say, not real aunt now, but because the lady, the kind of way she looks, people this family just got attracted to her. So they decided to, have her and to take care of her while the father, because the father he's a single guy. And he's the deputy chief of security at the Samarkand Sports Complex. So not much time he has a girl child. So a lady just got attracted, so they call her aunt. So the aunt is in Broadville on an occasion and then calls out to the father who is on duty post and asks the question, is your daughter whom I'm asking and I'm not saying anywhere around? He said, no, let me go and check. So he decided to go home to check for his daughter. He did not see his daughter. It's after 5, 6. He did not see his daughter. So he came back to the aunt's place and asked the aunt's daughter, say, where is your friend? He said, oh, but she left. Oh, but I just thought she had gone home. He said, no, I checked home. I didn't see her. He said, oh, but then let's go and check again. They went to places around in the community. First of all, they thought the little child was missing. That was the first thought they had, that the little child was missing. So they began to go around. When they went forth, looking 9, 10, and so forth, he came back in the complex because that's the last area they ever saw. He said, as they were making their way to come and check the complex, he saw a motorbike leaving from behind the complex side. And he looked and saw somebody behind the motorbike like his daughter around the bright light. And he asked the girl, that person has seen her. He said, oh yeah, that's her. Because of the clothes she wore, that what I'm seeing there on her, the dress she wore, that the dress there I'm seeing on her. So that how they immediately followed the motorbike that was carrying the girl. The motorbike that was carrying the girl, they follow it. Immediately the motorbike dropped the girl and was turning back. They intercepted the motorbike rather, and they asked, there was a girl you just carried. Say, oh yes. Where did you take her from? He said, oh, I took her from behind the complex way. You took her from behind the complex way. Did she pay you? He said, yes. She gave me $50. Then the motorbike guy asked him, what happened? He said, no, nothing happened. I'm just trying to ask as to whether she paid you. And then they left and passed. And he asked the motorbike driver, apparently, where did you drop her? He said, I just burned her right near the drugstore there. He said, oh, okay. But then that's all. When they went there, they saw the girl in the dark, cover up, hiding herself on the other side of the house. The stairs is up, and then she's sitting down on the stairs and hiding herself. And the father asked her, say, where you come from? Because it's the missing child thing. That's all he was thinking about, that's missing child. And he asked the question, where you come from? You know, fathers like us now, who will always be stretching on children, and she really fears her father. She said, I come from beyond complex. He said, what happened to you? Why are you shivering? Why are you like this? Tell me where you come from. Then he started looking for switch all over. She said, Daddy, when I tell you where I come from, you will beat me. He said, what do you mean by I will beat you? Where you come from? So, you know, screaming like that out of anger because a girl child of that age, 14, coming out from that kind of place very late. So he's very much angry. And he continues to pressure her. So later on, the sister who went along decided to say, wait, just stay up and let us just talk. Then the sister now went close to the lady because the father now stepped back and the sister went close to the lady and other relatives around came and they said, no, leave her. When they went to go check, they saw the girl clothes tuned up. Her pants or honor pants tuned up. Her dress that she had, honor it, her whole honor pants tuned up. And I said, what happened to you? She said, that one man at the ministry do it to me. Say, what it did to you? He said, that one man forced me. Who the man that forced you? She's still scared. She said she afraid of her father. Then she mentioned the name. She said, Uncle Bryant McGill. He said, you sure? Because the father said he's hesitant to really believe what I get is saying. You sure it's Uncle Bryant McGill? I mean, people in the community, they're explaining these things. So, you sure it's Bryant McGill? Uncle Bryant McGill say, yeah, it's Bryant McGill. Immediately, he decided to take the girl to the hospital to check to see whether what she's saying is true. When they got at the hospital, it's around 1, about 12, 1 like that. I mean, the night, they seen 30th, 12 like that. The same night. The hospital advanced and said, we are not going to administer or do any check on your daughter. But we'll rather advance because every time we do the kind of check then relating to rape, the people can take the report and they go compromise it. And we don't want to be held for facilitating compromise because once we do this examination and then you take this report and carry it, maybe you're going to compromise, we don't know. So what we advise you, go to the police. Go to the police. So that how he left. According to them all, left and then went straight to the closest depot there to the complex. They went to the complex depot. The police said, no, we don't handle these kind of cases here. But you're going to Zoom 8. That's how they left and went to Zoom 8 in the night. Maybe 1, 2, la. So when they reported the incident to the police and explained, the police said it is very late. We would rather send you for you to go to the hospital for testing so that we'll know whether anything happened to the child as per her claims. But it's very late and the hospital will be closed at this time. So what we'll do is we advise you to go home, but this girl should not take off these clothes. Nobody should touch her. She should sleep in the clothes like that. So they went home, the girl slept like that in the clothes. So morning they came back to the police. And the police asked them, gave them a paper, clip it, and just Just cover the paper, clip it, and turn and say, don't open this paper, just carry it straight to Hope for Women. They one will give you result, and then you'll be able to inform us about it. So they clip the paper and give it to the family for them to go to the hospital. They went to the hospital. They did a test. It was confirmed that the girl was tampered with. It was confirmed that she was tampered with. That report left from there went back to the police. Why the investigator there, I don't want to name him, why the investigator there is going through it, they receive a call that the case should be transferred to what? Central. That the case should be transferred to Central. So the guy said, hey, you see, I'm doing stuff now. I finished getting it and I finished doing my report and thing, but they say I'm going to carry the case to Central. The guy said, well, I told her, yeah, you're supposed to come out with anything charged. And why he said, no, the person will carry the case to Central. Now, the place now you see, when you see the police dragging 8 feet, that where it all started. They took siege of the matter at the depot and then they took it straight to Central for compromising purpose. Because there's no basis. Why would the police not do their job there? And then you just get ready, you take the case for the police as Zone 8 and you say you carry straight to Central. Now, those are the areas now you see in the link, right? So, they told the guy, say, go home. The people will call you. It's the 31st now. The people will call you. The guy said he stayed the whole day. Nobody calling him from Central. So, he asked the post, hey, please give me number. Let me try to call our Central. He calls there again. Meaning, they did not take any interest in it all along. They did not take it as a matter of urgency. With a child abuse, the police is not taking it as a matter of urgency. It is the father who keeps on pressing. So, right within there, they say, oh, then you have to come with a child. Then you come with the other and the other people who know about it so that we can ask them. On the 1st of September, they took them to the police station. When they took them there, they put them in separate room. They stayed there for the whole day. That's 6 to 7 o'clock in the evening. They had to release them. I don't know what sort of investigation is that. From in the morning, they kept them at that police area, put them in separate room as to what they were telling them. They kept them there for whole day. In the evening, they stay investigating. Even as we speak, the gender minister is even facilitating, could be facilitating, because she is even in constant talk with the father because they have changed the girl location because they want the girl to be protected. The gender minister, instead of trying to work in favor of the child, the gender minister is even placing a lot of calls to the fathers here and there. But gender, whatever it is here and there, let the police do their job. When that man is charged so forth, it is the business of the gender ministry to now help the parents to be able to prosecute on behalf of their child. But they're all involved in it. But that's not the issue. That doesn't mean me to tell you that this is what happened. After they left, the first call you received was from Brian McGill. In fact, they called Brian at the police station first. They said, oh, there's an issue with one Florence here. But he doesn't know the girl's school name. That the other name he knows. I will not call the girl name. So he doesn't know the girl's full school name. So that only the Florence. Brian, who said he didn't rape the girl? The moment they call here talking about Florence, y'all listen to this now. This is where now the reasoning comes in, right? The man who said he did not rape, because according to the Ministry of Youth and Sports release now, he said he didn't rape. That Brian man took call and calls the aunt of the girl. The person the girl is staying with. The first question he asks the girl's aunt is, you get food there? Now what kind of soup you get there today? So they said I feel all leave. He left it and cut off his phone. He said, no, I just want to know the food you have there. Then he places another call and said, sorry, I want to ask you, do you people have any Florence around at your place? This is where the deductive reasoning comes in now. Right? So, you say you did not rape. They call you at the police station to ask you question and say there is one Florence who carried a complaint saying you rape. Then you call asking for Florence at a place because you want to know whether that mistaken identity, because he didn't own a person that he did that thing to have carried a case. So he's wondering. So he calls to ask whether the lady get any Florence around there. The how the lady answer and say, oh yeah, our daughter here, her school name is Florence. Now he went off. The next call he placed was straight to the girl's father. He threatened the girl's father. He said, y'all want to lie on me, carry my name to the police station and say I raped, I will sue all of y'all right after this whole thing. I will sue you. That's what he said. He said, I will sue you for lying on me. The guy said, you can sue, you can do whatever you can. My daughter will not lie. My daughter said, you did it. You did it. So they had to cut off the phone. Then after that, these people, I said Brian said he do it. That they don't want to get in now talking now. They didn't want to say Brian said he didn't do it, right? Maybe Ko Bangalore is not aware the kind of calls that will be made. The next time they receive a call is from, I don't know, Henry Yonton. What is his position at that place there? Henry Yonton places a call to the seaman. The scene guy, the child's father. A call said, my man, come and meet me. So he went on it. When the guy went in front of the road, because people there that didn't want to explain anything. When the guy went on the road, all the UP guys, their booties and things, the more alleys, all of them, they had their cars parked because it's an issue of emergency now. Because one of them is caught up in rape. So it's a serious issue now. So they called the guy outside, so cars parking. So according to the other lady, they noticed that the guy did not want to go there. The guy said, no, I can't go to where the plenty cars are. Then Yonton left from there and came closer to the guy. And told him, my man, the thing has already happened, or whatever it is. The man say he didn't do it, whatever, but he want to apologize to you. He said, but yeah, the man can't talk what he really did. I don't know what he did for which he is apologizing. There's a man who just from threatening somebody. You threaten somebody that you will take them to court when they do SYC. Now you are coming to apologize to them. To the person. He went there, he talked to the guy, my man, you must be able to, you know, you are men, we are all men, you know, I didn't do it, but just for the name of my name business, I just apologize for everything. Look at that kind of senseless thing. How will RAB go apologize to somebody and tell you, say sorry for what happened, you know, and not do it to the girl, I don't even know your daughter, I didn't even see her before, but I'm just sorry for everything. What kind of sorry will you be telling somebody like that? What sense does it make to be telling that kind of sorry? What sense does it make to be telling? And if you subpoena the phone, the call log of that man, all these people I'm talking about here, you will see their numbers there at the time that I'm talking about. Why they place these calls? They call. Talking to the guy, so the guy said, no, I don't want for all to be outside here talking. Let's go in the fence and go have discussion there. Let other people be there. Let him be able to say what he can say. At that time, now they went in. They sat at one certain part of the complex. Other people there. And he's there apologizing, but he is not too clear as to what he's apologizing for. The minister said, Brian denied. Of course, they are quoting Brian. Granted, I agreed. So what are you apologizing for? Let's leave that one. That's not the most featured issue. The most featured issue is this man is the deputy minister. Let me say, deputy chief of security. So they now knew that he was not going to compromise. He's not willing to compromise, and he will not compromise. They started issuing threats. There's a female assistant minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. I don't know her name or whatever it is. That lady, in fact, at that time, I think she was going or whatever it is. She called the man threatening that you are lying on this man, you are doing SYG, will check the security cameras, blah, blah, blah. And Brian lied that he was never there on that day, and which is a blatant lie. He said he doesn't go anywhere on Saturday. He doesn't leave his place to even come to that ministry. They threaten him, and how you call a phone and say, why you want to do your do it? Right? So we are establishing a case now. I think that if I'm prosecuting that man, I will drag that man. I will grab that human being. The way I will drag that one. The kind of way all the suspicion, you can see he has leaked everything in it. But let me tell you where the more fishy power now. After they did the threatening, they said they will check the security camera. They went by themselves. The man is the deputy chief of security. They control the security cameras, and the security cameras are in the hallways. They know where the security cameras are, and they control it. He and his boss. They left he and his boss out. They call some of the RT guys from the ministry, and that is why I want for Cole Bangalore to investigate this. Were there to find out that any deleting went on there. Any deleting of any video, they should suspend that entire RT group and who all that enter in there for compromise. You see, this is our country, right? They enter in a place. If you want to seek for evidence, there is a security man who controlling the camera room. If you want to go there and make sure that you check and know whether the man is lying, because the security camera is in the hallway, and the guy said the incident occurred in the man's office. And what the guy said, yeah, you said the guy said the incident occurred in the man's office. So they will not fly to enter the office. They will pass through the corridors to enter the office, right? And what she said, yeah. So then what do we do? What we'll now do is to look at the security cameras to see whether at this time the guy talking about there was any Brian McGill holding your leg hand and then they passing through that time. The CCTV camera will tell. But they left the security chief and this young man who is accusing them, they left him. When they enter in the CCTV camera room, they went there with artists. They saw what they wanted to see there, and then they deleted it. Then, Yeri Yonton Naki also and called the man and tell you, say, come. We just were checking the security camera. The man didn't do it. We see Brian. Why will you be checking the camera in my absence? So, well, what made you even telling me that you just from checking security camera? Why am I not there? Why are we not there? I'm one of the person who's a custodian of that area. Why am I not there? Why y'all went behind me to go check and came back now and say we not see anything there? I don't think the man did it. The man didn't do anything. We not see anything there. Who are you to go there to see it? I thought you sort of made a request to the security. They will be there. Make sure that they call necessary RT people. Yeah. They call the RT people who come and see the camera. But y'all went there and they locked the place. He was calling the man and said, let's go in the place. When they went there, now they locked the place. You see how these people are? They deleted it. If it can be deleted. And whoever RT person down there that is responsible for deleting that, that's terrible. That person is supposed to get automatic dismissal. Because Cole Bangalore, who's the head of that place, is the founder. That CCTV camera we're talking about here. So he is the founder, decision maker when it comes to that. So if it is deleted, then Cole Bangalore is aware. If it is deleted, then Cole Bangalore is aware. Because for anybody to enter that city, it cannot be a request made. And then through investigation, the minister will sanction and say, look, y'all go and check this. So that we'll review this and know what it is. It is the minister because that's a security issue. There are a lot of people who get their privacy or whatever. There are people who don't want to see what interaction they had in our place here. That these are the only time no thing can come up except it is a subject of investigation. That's when you see it coming up. And you'll be specific about it. So for ordinary people to just enter there, or people just walk there by themselves, they just say, can't open the place. They just check inside. Then they grab it, they delete everything from there. That's terrible. That's criminal in itself in nature. Could you imagine that? That is what they did. They deleted it, and you see the police is taking its own time. The justice minister is flying around placing calls, perhaps for compromise purpose. Then you have the gender minister, who is supposed to be the interest of this child, also placing call. You bring a man, you bring a girl now, so that we'll see the girl. No, that girl is supposed to be with the police. In fact, the investigation should be done, and then when the police charges that man, that guy, it is the justice ministry that will now take that girl and keep her in a safe place. And the justice ministry role. But now, the justice, let me say, or the general ministry, sorry, not the justice ministry, the general ministry, they are there placing call. How they get on pass you can. They get on pass you can together, and other points you can. So what to do what? You see what is happening? And Gregory Coleman, they were flying around here, arresting people and jailing people. You see what happening to them now? You see what Mo Ali then doing? Because they themselves, they are guilty of what Brian did. Do you know how many people, children that they may be abusing here and there, and they know it's a whole clique that maybe they may have? Those are friends. This young man Mo went and carried somebody's child and wanted to push up their stomach and kill them and to take up pregnancy. Their whole clique, they are there. The recordings are there. Brass of the same feathers flock together. So they are there protecting one another, destroying people's children, 14 years old. You got young 18-year-old children, mature children, yeah, they are here. Forget about it, they are not children, but whatever it is, they want to reach the age of maturity. Yeah, you can. That one, no issue with it. But this, even if the child were to agree and you did it, that's statutory rape according to our law. That child had no consenting capability. 14 years old telling you, say, yeah, I agree to your proposal. They can still grab you on statutory rape. One more about forcing that child. One more about forcing that child. Tearing off the child's clothes. And you giving the child 200 to go home. Would you imagine that? The lady said, Brian torn off her clothes and then decided to say, you got 200. 200. 200 liberty for her to go home. She used $50 on that 200 to get on motorbike to go. You say you abuse the leg here, 200 liberty for 200 liberty, 200 liberty. That's why you abuse that child for. Then the police passing around, they're not initiating an arrest, nothing happening. And there's nothing you can do with that information because the information is timeline. If they call it from there, you know, because it's about to run full time. 24/7. So to run full time. And Joshua, you are 100% right. It's supposed to run full time 24/7. So if you cut between 10 to 1 o'clock in the morning, if you cut apart from there, it will jump. We'll see the time running from this, from 10 o'clock. So when we reach 9:59, Barra will go to 10 o'clock, right? But we can't see 10 o'clock, we'll go straight to early in the morning. So we'll know that there was a cutting that was done down there. The people who came to rescue, they are stealing. They are raping people. They are doing drugs. All the bad things that you ever think about in this country. In the whole world, they are back in Liberia. Raping going on. They want officials of government doing it. First, say humanity did similar thing. They say it did something to Internal Affairs Ministry. That video or nothing happens. Brian has done his own. Nothing is happening. So everyone else, they are protecting their own. Every dangerous evil thing that ever the devil can do, they are back in this country. Rape, stealing, lying, drug, armed robbery. Every dangerous thing in this country has now come right back. And the government will do nothing when it involves their own. Then you see some people talking trash. What did your government do? That my government business. I thought you can't change anything. That my government did not do right. This is bad. That little girl needs justice. Her father needs justice. And her father's job will have to be protected. That Ministry of Youth and Sports Release is sickening, is disheartening, it's too frustrating, and it is very, it's terrible that the Ministry of Youth and Sports will be telling us that man is negotiating his absence from down there. Does he have any authority now on these allegations for him to be negotiating? No wonder these people are destroying people's children and everywhere. And the nigga even told her father that the man did it to her the first time. They seen fear. This time he did the first one in his car. The nigga described the car. Brian said that he never ever stepped around there, but the security people saw him on Saturday. Because when they saw him around, they wanted to get some money from him. And he had left. And they said they saw him with a black car. And the nigga described a small black car. Now he put the nigga in to go drop her behind the fence so that she can make her way home. There were people who saw him. He's lied to the people that he doesn't go at the ministry on Saturdays. And that's a blatant lie. People saw him there. That man did it. Where are our mothers who used to be protesting for rape? Where are you people? Because it does not involve the Kojis, or it does not involve the name of anybody from the CDC. That's why you people are raping here, are silent our mothers. What kind of country is this? Anyway, for him to the wise is quite sufficient this night. It's a night of justice for that lady. Or child, 14 years old. And that's the fact. So let's get to the lines and interact with you. Your own experiences are very key. The way the police is proceeding, very wrong. The way the ministry responded, very wrong. And there's nothing that this government is doing, and this child has been abused. No arrest is being made. The justice ministry is silent. This is bad. Richard, I didn't say the arty. I said they brought an arty person. I say if any arty person is involved and working with the ministry, that person should be dismissed. I did not tell you that the arty department did that. I did not tell you that, Richard. I know exactly you there from the arty department. I didn't tell you that, right? That's it. Thank you. Hello, let's get to the lines and interact with you. I'll call us. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, Ebia, how are you? How you coming out, Chief?
Yeah.
I'm David here. I called from Sherry Gas Station, to be precise, of the Brother Bell.
Okay, go on.
Ebi, the story narrated tonight is very disheartening, and I'm almost like trying to shed tears. This is why, you know, we some of us who are nationalistic, we try to put this message across. The unity party government, came into power.
You say there? Are you there? Our mothers will speak the most tonight. Sorry to you guys. Yeah, they feel the pain. They know exactly what it is. So most of them will speak the most tonight. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Ebi?
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly. Your name?
Yeah, this is my reporting from Bronco.
Okay.
Ebi, enough from CDC staff, so not to come from RA, Papa.
I know. That's what
try and talk. Try and talk. Maybe we hear that for nothing. The people wicked. They more Ali ever know what he can do. Even now that men alone raping people children, doing things of people children in a country. All of them are what they're doing. All of them are what they're doing. And that man case, that later case,
nothing will come from out of it. But the general ministry, the women are there. They know that, and they pay to put child outside. Let them do it. Let them go ahead. But God will fight a child battle on our men. He's given to other children, and they child now disgrace me. And the disgrace will come on one by one. They wickedness in the country. They killing, they stealing, they raping, everything. Thank you for following me.
All right, thanks for your contribution. Elo, how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you for the topic. Yeah, the women that we are speaking. The women that is be on the street, that protesting, that daughter, that she don't want to get and rape. Up to now, we haven't seen no one on the street for we can say that we're going to join them for our daughter. They keep silent. That the minister rape our daughter, the women that is protesting around here, and that's smoking. They keep silent for the country today. Because I'm minister for city government. Now I'm minister for city government. The last day was a quickie. What the last day I was a quickie, there's no stare. They were parade rather than black child junction. They put destroying the black child junction at time. The last day was a quickie. And after having we said, the former minister there. Now let the poor story. The people dollar. The minister wrote again. The kids silent. But we now your child is rich. Now your child is rich. Just minister. Now your child is rich. But what will pull it down on you? And what will expose you? You're the unified for your kind of scale. Your kind of destroy the thing. Your kind of rip out way. But what to you? What will punish you? Thank you very much.
All right, thanks so much for your contribution, mommy. I appreciate you. And I'll get on to the next. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Maybe I'm Spencer Mohammed. I call for my purple corner down Coastal Hill, Western community. Eddie, thank you. Eddie, you asked a very good question by saying, where are the advocates yesterday? Where are those people who protested against race yesterday? Oh, because they're not just we are in power, or because they're not the native boys in power today, that why all of them are gone started. So, Eddie, these people always think that we, the ordinary people, we are not or people to take power or to take on the table. Anything against us, you will see them protesting. Look at how they make the country ungovernable over the last 8 years. And a deputy minister raping somebody, then the police hiding it. Almost 2 weeks into the case, nothing happening. Eddie, but some of all those things are now strange. This is the same Ali that is on record by saying, I cannot put this situation. The men cannot handle the kind of situation. It's a thing the guys been doing over the last 8 years, over the last 12 years. That God is exposing them today. All the negative things that happened in the country over the last 8 years, that they projected that it was just behind the people that were doing it. They were doing it, that's why God is exposing them today. And we'll ask, my brother, God will stand for you and you will get justice for your daughter. Everything that they are doing today, it will never be compromised. People will fight and will find the justice for that little girl. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks so much for your contribution. Thanks, my brother. The lady is back. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah?
Yeah, on my phone, West Point.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Ebi, that particular minister, Brian McKay, like white, open US for working there. Now, pulling there, they can't get to one thing, get to Puma. They can't do nobody else. All the maintenance are Italy. Brian lost to all of them not for them. Brian, yes, remember one of them, woman down there, I said, don't be nonsense to me. They want to stripping for him, not for him to be like pulling here to me. I just so blessed like him. Anybody my name, I used to be inspector on that ministry, and I used to get up on it. But Brian, the thing I do to that. And I do it, and I always used to do it, but we can quote the one because the minister, Saturday, Sunday, all they can put in their office and the minister and all that. We never point in our code there and say, it let them, but me the minister, now I say that to Bangali. But you see, the minister, not only put me, and all the minister and I met all the there to the dash will come. Not on a better because we were there and not to talk on behalf of.
Okay.
They say they will work, they will not go. Today, now the women are telling now, why do so wear the black? They on the street with their placard. Then they wake up now. All because of that we have there, how many was doing it? They say now all the weekend are doing it there. That weekend and which name they do it. What there we used to be here for to expose Brian. But today now, Brian was they don't need to go free. Brian all right down there to red women in our ministry. He can be their men. That they can be there. So now we used to be there. Can't tell you what. Any program time they will be working at the hour like this. Brian will be women in office. It will be people training. When he asked me, he said, Brian, who child? He said, I'm a daughter. He will tell me in our office the person will go and go. Now Brian is so good.
Okay.
Thank
you, Mommy, for your contribution. I appreciate that story. And of course, you work at the Ministry of Youth and Sports as a casual worker, and that's your own story. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Amy.
Yeah, Mom. Let's hear from you, please.
Thank you for the work. May God continue to bless all of you, who have been telling our people the truth down to the marketeers, the very tempting rider, the motorcycle. We have been telling them, we've been talking. Let me tell you, do your part, let God do the rest. Yeah, do your part, let God do the rest. Because Liberian people never satisfy. And they don't fall for anything, especially we the common people. I always say we the native people, we are the problem. And you see, native people got a country high and looking people. The whole country, when you go on Facebook, see how Liberians looking, talking about it. Say all the young children are straight in the country. They're killing, they're raping, they're on drugs, they're breaking people. Who that one country singing all our songs. Then the people taking the money, the government taking the money and not building the country. We're putting in a package. If our people have listened to us, that market woman who say, oh, we can pay our children's school fee, we can pay wire fee, we now want wire fee. Let it that our own way waiting us. The truth can hide. The thing what the children kill their friend and for Queen Johnson and kill their friend and for. They kill their crowd then today that what was going through. They kill innocent people for their people to take power, for their old men to take power. And the Liberian boys, they are powerless. They don't love their nation. They're taking the money out of the country and doing all kind of things, raping people, children. While the other African countries are bailing their nation. Look at Abraham Traore. White people after him because he bailing Burkina Faso. Our own stealing the money and the country going down, the dark flag over the nation. Nothing when daybreak, baby. When we come on Facebook, Liberia look terrible.
So thank you so much. We can who you are that, and let me get on to the next caller. And that is it. Thank you so much, Mama. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, I pick me. I really need your personal number. I want you myself to discuss something.
Okay, good. I will try to get to you shortly. All right, and let me get on. That is it. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah. How you doing, ma'am? Oh, sorry, you just slipped off, and you can call back if you can. Sorry, I was just trying to put you through, and then you went off. Okay, so this will do. Hello.
Hello, bro. It's Bye.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, I'm Andrew.
I mean, I'm man around there, so don't be doing that kind of thing. Hello, how you doing?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, please go on, man.
Yeah, this is my brother.
Yeah.
Yes. My other name is. You can see all the government, all the money, government, just people.
Okay.
Yeah, my other name. Yeah, you see, Eddie, all these things. They see it happening, Sheku Sherry, try the old out to the foot. He try, I need to get my breaking it, the kid actually to breaking it. For the wickedness that these people are on, the wicked things that they are doing, God will replace the wicked thing that is going to be children. Yeah, then they listen every information from international. Yeah, the police are tracking them. Then why you know to go, man? They also charge them and send him to go where it is. So that's it. Also, that is I want to say.
All right, Mama. Thank you so much, Mommy, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. So let's get on to the next caller. What are you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thank you. I enter today. I just want to bless God for you. Because you're making us to be hard our children and to love our children again. You know, the party, key in power with blood, they say sharing blood. And that was the key in power from our children. But we dealing with God. God will be the judge of the little children. Bye.
Thanks so much, Mommy. Okay, so let's get on to the next caller right here on this dial. Our mothers are speaking, and we will give them the time. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you. Is it?
But the thing what we used to be talking, the people say, we are not noble. We all are behind the name, we're not noble. Oh, who for all of you behind the person, we're not noble, then you know. You see the thing? Huh? The people are noble. You see what going on in the country? They ready our children then? Huh? They think what you can't do that there. The government where that there. Be men that you go join and they get you go, you see it, they get folks. Then you say, like, they want 200, you not get children. They say, why you do that?
Hey, my mom. Yeah. And hello, how you doing?
Hello, AB.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
AB, thank you so much. But AB, is there any way that you can channel that case on behalf of the girl to make the U.S. embassy involved? Because the Liberia government will not do anything to prosecute that guy.
They will
absolutely do
in
nothing.
What way will the embassy even get involved in it? That's why I don't even
the human rights, they are human rights organization, human rights in the embassy.
Yeah, but
they can step into pressure the Liberia government.
Newspapers are all brother. I think they are reading these papers. The newspapers are putting those stories everywhere, carrying it. And
maybe the government will do nothing about that case.
You can see it.
They will do nothing because the police is the front line in the criminal justice system. They're supposed to have gone into arrest that guy to charge him, let the case be on notice. But they are not doing anything, and they are protecting the man and threatening the girl father, poor father, at a job to get rid of him so that they can put fear in and leave the case. So it doesn't show any sign that the government of Liberia will prosecute that man. But you can follow that case through the embassy. The whole Liberia government will be in serious trouble. This is one of the damning record that will go on them. That the government, the officials are raping people's children. Yes, that's the only way they can put pressure on the whole government. Thank you, AB.
Thank you. Yeah, that would mean that they are in support of raping people's children. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, AB. How are you?
I'm doing fine, boss.
This is Chris calling from South Korea.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, AB, you know, the United Party people, they are there for raping.
Okay.
Right? Remember the case of India Super where that girls was raped and killed and murdered?
Yeah.
Murder. And then the perpetrator today, according to information, they are sitting in the United States of America. Right? People that eat and took them for jail. Anytime the people come to power, what is you for? I'm not blaming them for their actions. I'm blaming those indigenous people who say that their own indigenous brothers they are looking to fix the country. See how the country came out normal in the last 2 years after the coronavirus. The country came to normality. And today, our country looks at war zone like when 1990 or 8% of fighting, where people just killing people all around and raping people and going free. You know, we're supposed to be one of the people against the thing that nobody's supposed to allow. Because people doing the war time, corruption and things, they are highly corrupt in our country. Corruption is supposed to be something against the state that nobody's supposed to touch nobody money because we kill 50,000 people in our country for corruption business. Yesterday, Ghana are very corrupt. They are rules and sitting in our country, sitting our resources, and we should get them out of that country there. And besides that, 2029, we will not venture with election. That is trust me. They're thinking we know that plan. We begin to army, because they come inside. Chancellor left for there. will tell them.
All right.
You know the country more than anybody.
All right.
Bye bye, AB.
Thank you, my brother, for your contribution, boy. Solo, let's hear from you quickly, and I get back to the phone lines locally here. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, thank you. You know, been on the show this day, but I had 2 a.m. with a clear.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's right, but yeah. But if you let me say this to you. First of all, I would want you to meet the family and encourage them. Let us do a letter to the U.S. Embassy and the European Union.
Yeah. Go ahead, Solo. Great idea. Hello, go on.
You hear me?
Yeah, go on. You keep me a bit broken, but at least you're okay now.
Yeah, so like I said, let us do a letter to the U.S. The fathers should do a letter to the U.S. Embassy and the European Union. And complaining the government and the minister, including the police director, that would be one of the options for them. So if you can contact them, encourage them to do a letter there. Lastly, let me tell you, if like you said, Mo Ali is noted for that. In my community, Mo Ali, when you were not in government, you used to come down there. That's what the children that used to be fighting. The children, I know some of the children that Mo Ali was giving away. So Mo Ali and that man, that Brian man, and what they used to do in their compound. The people, teenagers in there, rape them. You know, that's what they've been doing. Lastly, on the Ebola issue, United Party, we begging you. When you come to power, you ought to bring direct to make money. That the same way you brought Ebola when you were in power to make money and you got rich. You will not bring no Ebola in that country if I want people to die. Any Ebola that will come after your family and your children then. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let me get on to this one. The women are at work. So, and then this one, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
Good afternoon from my end here.
Okay.
Thank you for the topic. You know, yesterday we started the topic and we still talking about it.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'm sharing my other brothers, I know everybody get their opinion, you understand me? But this is a new millennium. It's time for Liberia to stand up. Now all the time we won't go beyond American and Africa. What they think it's a national community, you understand me? We live in this country. We saw it with Joffre. You tell what the people, why the African American, the brown, why it is that we sit down and go after the people. Wake up.
Okay. Mama, you still there? Wow. Stable connection from my end, I think. Yeah.
Mama, right? Native people, we born our children. Then they came to power, say, look, the little children, they need to, when they go into school, that little things go on their mobile money. Then they bury parks and things. Yeah, the children be doing a low-fication job because it's what the children can do, and people can't take advantage of them. The mothers, they turn around and went against everything. And the people back to power. You see what happening? In your tobacco case, what happened? And even before I can leave you, right? The police are not going to do anything. Because I can remember, I think a month ago, I was sitting here watching the Facebook Live where a police guy went and beat a pregnant woman and killed that pregnant woman. Today, where is that police guy? Is he still in Liberia? Is he still there, Ibi? I'm asking you, son. So this here,
yeah.
It's crazy, man. Sorry, but it's so that
You're right. So that you're 100% right. All right, so let's get on. And the mothers are at work and they are speaking tonight. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, Eddie.
Yeah, Mama. Let's hear from you, please. Your name.
Yeah. Thank you for setting a call. Eddie, you know, I told you yesterday that these people are going to come to us. They are going to live, come out to you see what you just said? I'm broken. I'm disappointed. Very, very disappointed in the minister of that woman. She's a woman. She's supposed to be one of the person that's going to walk her chest and pull her breast tight and tie her lap and
pressure
stand
the
up.
police and for them to do the needful. She's supposed to be there.
Yeah? She was supposed to stand up, knock her chest, hold her breast tight, and tell her lap and say, I'm standing up. This is a good job. I'm a woman. I have a child. I have a girl's child in my home, and I'm here for this. So they put these people there to just do like you said, club thing. They get there for club party things to be protecting each other.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that leg, and then they're trying to threaten against father. With everything you have explained, I was aware, I listened to everything. My heart was burning like you when you put pepper in your brain and put it in the raw. I feel like I'm by your heart. Gregor Koma, and when he gets girls' children, I pray that one of the girls will go through the process. Then he be happy and say that compromise. But I didn't get 3 girls' children. I pray one of the girls or all of them go through such so they can know how it feels. So they empower, they're setting over somebody in the daughter. They're using that power to suppress somebody, to solve the justice in that country because they empower to do. Somebody's daughter, that old man, he's married, having 14 years old girl, raping her. We have a lot of girls in our country. We are really wasting. When you go to Calabar in the where they are wasting. You go to Nigeria, they are wasting. You not find any of them. But the people poor daughter, 14 years old girl, you wake up. And you're talking about he taking leave. You used to go where? When they should be to have bar as we speaking. He should be fired on a job. A job. I'm telling you something right here. Just now in Australia here, one of the party that is power to the one of them major a statement to say that the government is giving the Indian community too much power because they want the Indian people to vote for him. That woman has been taken for opposition because of that. The answer to the Indian community in the country. She has just a statement. She has been taken from her job. Don't work chasing like you. I want people sitting there. They're not doing nothing. Let them come on. No Ali. All the people, especially every one that really hurting you, like the gender minister who really hurting you.
Certainly.
What's the woman will say that big thing like that? But God will have that family. As long as the news area in like we are talking about it, all that talking about it, something will be done. Something will be done. That makes no people have us speaking. 2 weeks and a holiday. And then I get you like brother, anybody try that. I will march for Australia, they will pay me. I say this. Don't let me try it. Baby, thank you.
All right, thanks, man, for your contribution. We appreciate. We know how you guys feel, especially hearing such girls, children, and very terrible, very terrible. It's just the way they are treating it. That's what really is hurtful. Yeah, the way they are treating it, telling the man say go ask for leave, take your own time, go ask for your leave. Can you imagine that? Yeah, let's hear from you, man.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, man, for the show. Thank you for the Liberian people. Look, if you want to wait to go each other when you can go, tell somebody say I want to leave. When it started. Then in my community, all they get here on friend play to tell that person no business. When I was seeing in service with the poor parents, I live up today behind bar. Service, I ate not here. You can say it last year. It's ready before me here. And then all the start left. You can say that people in the home. They say the boy will be people in the street. They live on my car because he said that lady there, they slept in the keke. The next day, the boy wait for Toro. Carry the complaint. The lady when I go, the indication they get it, catch the boy alone and carry him to the court. The next day I was solved. So they are speaking in service. But we poor people will not get nothing. If you're not going to official, we're not waiting British, then the
Yeah.
they will put it outside.
You're right.
They want to put it in the country. Baka said, no business as usual. Amen. Joe said, no business as usual. Mr. Predator said, no business as usual. Today, what's going on? Baka's administration. We are one of the worst person in the country. When Princess Cooper down, the Princess Cooper working at Cooper, they put up for money, they say, get there. Go in and see, they put $1,000. We are the most important $1,000. Where is Nobile today? What Nobile is wearing black t-shirt, black people? Where are they? Where they can't stand for the leg there? Who cannot go in the street? We are Christians for them by the sun, they know everything. What happening? They tell them, they're telling all that he's going for leave. He's taking a cup of tea and he's walking out, walking around with P and D. Then they telling all the men that will get time to go and stay home to be going to cook. Because an poor person, he's a rich man, he's for a great teacher party. So Baka defending him. Well, I telling him, go home and go face it. Even that Mr. Bibian Baba now, before I go to education. Where's the women right? Where are women in that Indian country? Where are they? Or because we poor people, that's when I get nothing to fight for care. Because we are poor people who get no food in the country. So we're watching your head. Nobody there will talk for us. And Baka sitting there because he lead people. They fight for him. They work at this one in the pool water. So he said by the kill say you will go free. They happy to not get to there in the portal and we don't work for that body. Or free the effort. That they're passing around. Free of chance. When they say they happy again. But now we told people who get nothing. But then they go ahead. Go above. Anything you do, you will not go scot free. You will tell it on yourself. You put on yourself. You will eat your own tell it in your own blood. And you will confess before you die. But then you go upon it. God will get you the poison that you're looking for, you will get it. Except we the Bible best people out here now more free and take care of them. So for them, you will do something out there, you will go free. God will not do with it. You will not go upon it. God will tell you, but you will feel the peace before you die. I tell you, say, Master, thank you.
Thanks, Man CC, for your contribution. We appreciate that, and we are certainly getting there. These are concerns from mothers who bear the pains and who bear pains, but are bearing the pains of their children. And what are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This sounds like Edmond Carr.
Yeah, this is Edmond Carr, the visually impaired, giving this unprepared presidency to the financial dealer. And let me say kudos to our mothers. And I'm sitting here enjoying them. And that is a fact, you know. The government, the guys, I can't say it like God, that God dealing with them so. Because for you to do something, listening to the scenario that you are explaining, how do you exonerate yourself? Looking at all the incident that you are citing, look at all that you are doing. But that is wickedness, you know. Look, when you talk about women, there is no shortage of women in Liberia, man. Find one, good one that can take it out of your set. Square man and finding something. There's one more about you. People that can go get it one cheap bar, and then two and fair and single, wash it fine, you're getting something nice. There's one more about you that driving car, and on government salary, the need is on you. You are going to destroy a child. 40 years, man. How the guys can really see you, man? 40 years. Huh? 40 years. Does it really clean herself? Does it look clean? That clean woman you really went after? That's wickedness. So look, Papa, the job will be there. They want to take the job, let them take the job. But push this issue so that the truth can come up. Because the people that are studying with brain, they are not moral people. More are that on tape telling women say, if you can't spot it, then that means it's better not for me. This is a man that going in your defense. They are moral people. They are very immoral. There is a large issue on the internal minister, that old man that he raped another person. Not thinking out of it. We didn't hear anything about it. And look, it's just the one that you are hearing and seeing. This is a clear fact that plenty things are happening to those guys, ministry and agency. They are abusing our sisters. They are misusing them only because of $5. But Brian was not going to go free. It's out. You are tormenting them. You are harassing them. They were not free. The truth has to come out. A black guy is a father. It's a grandfather, not even a father. Listening to this thing, If you take seriously the don't anything that will satisfy the Liberian people. This one, you should make sure that justice prevail for that little girl. The women, they are hiding today. That they cancel all the old man talking for you, you little girl. Our man that time called setting the they are the one that speaking up. But the people that are driving their GD cool. You are not important today for them to come out to be dancing all over your own person. We have time we saw them. But all of the elite women, they are in hiding. But one thing I know, they will break. Thank you.
Thanks, Etmo. This country is an interesting country. And with God, we are getting there. All right, so this is it right here on this die. This is Abraham Gosson. I'm right here, and we have to do for the sake of our people. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening,
yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yes, I see you, Babu calling.
Yeah, let's
hear from you quickly. This is a time now. This is a time, AB, for Liberia women to stand tall. Let us see that they get feeling for their children. When the thing happened to the poor woman, handful of God women made Granny Kuma Sako. They were begging her. Now we made the same grab there. So we can follow them and consider Gongo too. She took a part she played Liberia. Let us say something that we hear it. That's what we made the same grab happen. So they will not see now and then when something happen, when they be asking other people say you think that Liberia Day, you think that Liberia Day. The women they told them that they say when a Liberia Day or not Liberia Day, when we reach to the main place, they will know what happened. One woman say, you don't get pass to go protest. They say, we don't die. If you go there, you take pass to go protest. We read that, the pass will know. But I will take pass to go protest. So let the women then say, grand, tomorrow or other person who stay there. They will not see that and go there. They must see that go there more. They must do something that we see. Thank you.
Thank you, baby. Let me get on to this one. Hello, how you doing quickly?
Hello, Eddie. How you doing, baby?
Go on, man, Elena. How's
Thank you very, yeah. Thank you very much for the quick news. If they are not because of you, we're not going to hear the news. Where are our mothers? Where are they? Where are they when they used to get in the streets for those things that are going on? Where are they? Look, I felt so bad when you started the topic, my son. We will get a girl's children. Look, I was trying to advise one just now, not too long. You know what it means? Then nothing can move from Insta, nothing can come from other end. Then they're going Vineda. You know the future, it can kill human beings. It can stop the child from born.
You're right.
It can do all of that. For what? More Ali did it here. He told the people to go kill herself. And I believe that man, they got a clique. That having people children, that the government say you're going to run. That the government, it better would be okay. Therefore, you have to laugh say Ebola coming. Because you're the UP people, you're let Ebola better that place you can get your money from. That place you can get your money from. We begging you. Our people die. Plenty our people die in 18 years. Okay. We hold you for, we not want it again.
All right.
We hold you for people that are supposed to bury us. That ain't gone so. So women, you don't get on the street. For them they get, when I do pick and choose. I tell you, thank you, Papa.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution, Mama. We appreciate. And this one will do. Hello, how you doing? We getting
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham King. Jesus Fangon. Can you Fangon?
Jesus Fangon.
Yeah. The raping case where they talking about more that number one, the last month more children, and then they brother then so they say you know that woman who made a mistake knowledge is good but knowledge is destroying the world.
Okay.
But they I want to tell the Liberian people they will vote for the native people, and then the one will talk that one will fear all, but the one will overload that one will take the nation and then he will make a nation to go far or to take in we are.
So let them remember that Georgia is the leader for the day.
I appreciate
it. God with you to all.
All right, thank you. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Thank you, baby, my son. This is Jealousy Dimek calling from district number 15 to be precise, Looking Town.
Go on.
Yeah, I want to be very, very much grateful to God for you.
Amen.
I've been listening to you since you started this show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been following you. You know, I like to listen and to hear and to speak. But today, tonight, I am moved to speak today. As I sit down and I listen to you, to be very frank with you, tears are in my eyes for this thing. The question comes to me, are these people real human beings?
Really?
Are they really human beings that have 5 senses, that have feeling, and that were created by God and were born by a woman? Are they really? I don't know. Thank you, my son. May God bless you. May God give you more knowledge.
Amen.
May God give you more and more knowledge.
Thank you.
And give you a free spirit.
Amen.
Don't be afraid.
Amen.
No weapon will go against you.
Amen. Thank you.
Please, I will need your personal number. Okay. Please, I want to talk to you personally.
I think Adam, I'm saying I'll try to reach out to you. Thank you, Adam.
Please, I beg you, please.
All right. All right, folks. That's all the time we've got tonight, right here on this very dive. So the people are playing politics out of this whole thing. They're playing fun. The Ministry of Gender has released its own statement saying they are aware that the men raped. They are part of the investigation. Why the men sitting down to it? The men are in jail. They're not arresting you. But they say by releasing statements. So they're doing it out of PR or something. But it would make your kingdom come. And that's bad. So thank you so much, Dad, and thank you all for supporting us and for your prayers and everything. We appreciate.
Amen.
Amen. So folks, that's all the time we got tonight. So until we are back here, God's willing, on tomorrow, go there. The Ministry of Gender now release their own statement. So the serious happening and so statement is releasing. No arrest has been made. I just statement, so that they will add these people are ready on serious bunch of people. But again, it's good. The Minister of Gender is a woman. I guess she have girls' children. If she doesn't, well, it's bad for her. But again, that's it. She's supposed to be there for every girl child. Let her be releasing statements. No problem. With God, we will be certainly get there. So, folks, that's all the time we've got. And like I said, we will certainly be here together all of the time and doing what we can together. And we all are grateful to the Almighty God for his life that he has given us over and over and over. That he has given us over and over. So, Papa, we did for heaven. So I want to say thanks to all of you for this time. Bye-bye.
Papa waited forever. We hail your name today. Make your kingdom come on. Hey, hey. Make your will shall pass forehead. Oh, hey. I sing it for heaven. Hey. And so we go be forever.